Okay, everyone. So I think it's high time we started. Guys, thank you all very much for coming, and you're very welcome to XFounders Online Pitch Hour. My name is Elena. I'm co-founder at XFounders, and today with my co-founder Further, we will be hosting this amazing event. So once again, many thanks to our distinguished experts who have gathered here today to give their insights, their valuable feedback to our presenters. Just a few words about us. So XFounders is a bootcamp for early stage Web3 startups. We got so many registrations, so many requests these days. So I bet a lot of new people will be coming and joining our community. So just a few words about us. We are backed by Polygon, Labs, AWS, Mastercard, dYdX, Gay.io. So all these amazing companies are coming to contribute to share their expertise and provide networking opportunities to the founders of our community. And so, Further, would you tell us a bit about today's event and our today's goal?
Yeah, sure. Thanks everyone for coming. Today we're really to building a Web3 startup. It's really difficult, and usually a lot of founders are struggling with getting feedback from the huge VCs, from big ecosystem. They don't have enough time to make it done, and we just trying to fix it and to help early stage startups and founders get enough feedback and grow faster in the modern condition. Thank you everybody for coming. I hope to spend a great time together with you.
No, we for sure will. So here in Zoom, we already have 52 participants. Guys, please write in the chat where you come from. So let's see the entire list of geographies. Where are you based now? Which city, which country? Let's see how diverse our representation is. We also have people watching us on YouTube and on LinkedIn. So in reality, there are many more of us today. Further, I think it's high time we started presenting our dear experts and guests today.
Yeah, just wait a second. So today, we're really glad to see Alexandre Matsuo, Web3 at Amazon Web Services. I can see Alexandre, is it here or not? But he's here. Yeah. He's here. Okay. Alexandre, can you share a bit? What is your expectation from the founders today?
First of all, thank you very much, Pedro and Elena, for bringing us here. It's the organization and the whole thing is very high level, so very excited to meet the founders. From our perspective, obviously, it's not only from an AWS cloud infra, but also in general, we're working with hundreds of startups and also on the VC side. So very excited to hear the business cases, the problem that people are solving, and how they are planning to do so in the next few months or year.
Awesome. Alexandre, thank you so much. Waiting for some valuable insights from your side. Okay, and then we move forward to Doruk Işmen, country lead at dYdX Turkey. Doruk has been a very active contributor to our ecosystem, for which we are very grateful. So Doruk, please tell us a few words about yourself, and why do you think this experience that we are organizing today can be important for Web3 startups?
Thank you, Alina. Actually, I saw some familiar faces, so hi to everyone, and I saw some friends from Turkey too in the message, so hi to those people. I think XFounders has a great opportunity for the early stage startups. When you check out the curriculum, the education plan, it's look like really deep dive and valuable and efficient one. So it's a honor to be a jury member of the XFounders. So thanks for the opportunity to Fedor and Elena. And I'm Doruk. I am dYdX Foundation's country leader for Turkey. I'm leading the Turkish market and trying to convert Turkish crypto users to decentralized finance users, which I'm like an expert for that ecosystem. Hope it would be a great opportunity for everyone, and yeah, good luck to the candidates.
Thank you very much, Doruk. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And the next guest is Oliver Silvey, Head of Crypto and Digital Assets at Mastercard. We're really glad to see you here. Can you give a short piece of advice for the founders before they start?
Yeah, thanks, Fedor, and hi, everyone. Thank you very much for having me. It seems like a great event. I'm very happy to participate. I would say, yeah, I actually serve on a couple of judges panels for a few other incubators that are Web3 specific. So I see hundreds of different startups in this space, which is very exciting, and very happy to be part of another incubator to see what other types are coming in and from different regions as well. The one piece of advice I would give is, be clear in the goal. Of course, everyone, if it's your first company, of course, there's always a lot to learn, which we're here to help with. But be very clear on the business case, I think, is one thing. Secondly, on the revenue model as well, I see some great ideas. But one of the first questions I have that's maybe not covered initially is, what is the goal here? If it's not just a contribution to the community, how is the company actually making money? And also the third one, which I always talk about, which is quite popular, what we look into when we look to acquire companies within Mastercard, is scalability. So you may have a great idea that's really relevant to one particular country or solves a particular niche, but how do we scale that? How do we expand that regionally, globally, etc., if that's part of the business goal? So there are a couple of snippets there.
Thank you, Oliver. This is very useful. Okay, and now I'm thrilled to present Kafkas Sonmez, Head of Turkey at Gate.io. Kafkas has been in the industry for many years. He also has law degree, so we may probably hear a lot of insights from different aspects from him today. Kafkas, how are you feeling about today's event? What are your expectations?
Hey everyone, thanks Alenka for the introduction. Actually, first of all, I would like to say that I really happy to be part of such kind of great organization, because I believe that such kind of organization really show the value of the Web3 area in the industry, and we need such kind of organization in the next coming future, because we will see that probably in the next coming 2 or 3 years, Web3 projects will be growing very much, and this is another reason we need to get educated in this area, and we need to know how we can evaluate the Web3 projects. So I believe that in such kind of organization, especially this organization, which is held by the XFounder, we will find some answer of some questions like the Web3 projects are really worth to investing, or what kind of criteria we have to be checked when we are investing such kind of projects, or when we are building such kind of Web3 projects. So I believe that all these speakers, we will together trying to help to improve these startups, these projects, and we will try to share our insights in this area. So hope it will be really a good season for everyone.
Awesome, Kafkas. Thank you so much for these words.
Yeah, so the next guest is Matsuo, Schmenk, a Senior Business Development Associate at Ava Labs. And it's great to see you here. Which, from perspective, we will evaluate the startups for today?
Yeah, so generally I like working with early stage protocols. One of my favorite things is kind of meeting with a team and being able to incubate them from start to finish. And so being a part of these incubator programs and giving teams my feedback just means a lot to me. I think it's very valuable to help them when they can still kind of be crafted. I think once you go live on mainnets, it's much harder to like change your viewpoints and PMF about what's going to work within crypto, what kind of efficiencies are brought via blockchain, that sort of thing. And so super excited to be here today and kind of help teams grow.
Thank you very much, Matthew. I mean, especially given it's your early morning still and you're with us already. Thank you very much for that. Okay, and now we move forward to Tugrul Karakas, partner at Polygon Labs. Interestingly, Tugrul is founder of Turkey's first Web3 game startup and also a graduate of Y Combinator. So Tugrul, could you tell us how many times, from your point of view, a startup should practice pitching before actually achieving a decent result from your experience?
Yeah, I mean, thank you for having me, first of all, and it's great to be here and always proud of you guys. So yeah, I mean, I'm here I'm expecting to meet the leaders of the project, to be honest. And nearly, everyone talks about Web3, from a technology and the cultural perspective. But what's often overlooked is that to be honest, the people in Web3 are different, and the Web3 founders, leaders, and the builders are skilled in different areas. And let's say they have different personalities, values, and motivations. And if we truly want to understand the Web3, we can't just read the white papers and other join the social accounts. It doesn't make sense. You need to understand the leaders behind the technology, and Web3 is changing more than technology and culture, and it's also changing how we lead. Basically, I'm here. I'm excited to see what amazing team can build, engaging and the unique, let's say, experience that tie Web3 and Web2 in a sustainable and a sensible way. So yeah, it's great to be here. I hope it's going to be a great event for everyone.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So the next guest is Ammar Al-Ansi, co-founder of Fractal Web3 Acceleration. What is the most important things when the founders are pitching? Can you share a bit?
Hello, Fedor. Hello, everyone. Thanks for inviting. Looking through hundreds of pitch decks, you start to look at the key points, which should be clear for you when you're looking for these projects. And I think it's maybe about 4 things. First is idea, what team want to do. Second is the traction, to see their achievements, what they did in their way. The third is team experience, who will implement the business, what they want to do. And the four is not so easy, I think. I mean, in a lot of pitch decks, I can't find it. It's understanding of how the projects will earn on their business. I think it's important too. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah. And David Lolaev, founders of Sal'Ad Labs. Hey, David, are you here? Can you hear me?
Sorry, my microphone was muted. How's it going?
Yeah. Hey, David, how to create a format around your pitch deck?
Well, that's a lot of things. You can go without the pitch deck, and that can create a bit of format initially. But anyway, look, the FOMO usually creates from the idea that you're missing out the opportunity to participate in something. So it's just side of the marketing. And anyway, a lot of the startups, they're trying to create a very huge demand around their products, showing you the bright future of everything, what they plan to do. And anyway, the most strongest one will be the winner at the end. So yeah, I think the main FOMO is your trust, is your kindness, and your stable economic model inside of your product.
Okay, yeah, David, let's see whether our today's presenters will manage to create FOMO around their ideas. So it's actually time we started with our first pitch. Now, Fedor, please come back to the slide, because this is a very important point that we wanted to highlight. Because, I mean, guys, we received so many requests to take part in such an event, in a pitch hour, in front of such an amazing board of experts. So we created this QR code. You can scan it and apply for our further pitch hours that we will organize on a regular basis. So scanning this QR code, you'll see very detailed guidelines on how exactly to do it. And we really hope to see you with us next time here already in the role of presenters and not just active listeners. So please feel free to do it. And now we are actually ready to hear our first pitch, right, Fede?
Absolutely. And the first speech is at Certified.app. Think about this as a trice pilot in Web3, and Slava, our co-founder, is here. Slava, you can share the screen, and please go ahead.
Yeah, so guys, the rules for today are basically 3 minutes for the pitch. All our presenters know about it very well. And then we're going to hear the important feedback from our experts. Please feel free to write comments, your own feedback, your own ideas and thoughts. We'll try to spare some time for the comments as well. Slava, good luck. Please start when you're ready.
Yeah, hi guys. Can you hear me well? Can you see the presentation?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, good. First of all, thank you very much for the opportunity to pitch today, and let's start. So my name is Slava. I'm CEO of Certified.app, which is Web3 applications review platform. And the problem we are solving here is that the navigation in Web3 is kind of broken. So just imagine if you're trying to find some alternative to your MetaMask wallet. So first of all, the process is going to be like very unsafe because billions are being stolen like every year. Second is the information you will find is going to be very fragmented and unclear. Like an example, if you try to Google something, you will find a lot of PR articles. If you go to Twitter or Telegram, you will find a lot of influencers, like bribed influencers and traders, etc. And overall, the process is very time consuming because it will take you hours or even days to find some reliable application you need. So, and at the same time, everything in our lives, we choose based on reviews and ratings. Like from movies to restaurants, hotels, doctors, everything. Every day we check the reviews. And so basically Certified.app is a portal where all the dApps are being categorized and sorted based on reviews and ratings from real users and experts. So you can easily find the application you need, and then you can quickly understand if this application is safe to use and if it worth your detailed attention. So the platform itself is resilient by design because first of all, it's trustless, because it's decentralized and everything is being stored in a decentralized way. Second, it's unbiased because it incentivizes users to write valuable and comprehensive reviews. And third is it's CBL resistant because to write the review, you need to sign up through the wallet so we can easily understand if it is a real user or some kind of fake account or a bot. So there are a lot of ways how projects can benefit with Certified.app. First of all, they can increase the activation rate through the widget website, through the widget on their website. Secondly, they can reduce the customer acquisition costs through the targeted ads tools we provide. And third is that they can gain more awareness without any additional budgets if they are building something interesting. And the business model is quite simple. So on the one side, projects pay for the promotion on the platform and for other paid services. And then we distribute the part of this revenue stream between the review writers who write the valuable and unbiased reviews. And everything can be done through the certified token. And of course, we have some competitors. First, like a group of these competitors are data analysis based, but they are too complicated for casual users and newcomers. It's very easy to fabricate information on these explorers, and these explorers like doesn't cover all the aspects such as security, team, etc. And we also have some review-based competitors, but all of them incentivize meaningless reviews, which means they just provide some bounty rewards for bounty hunters, and they get copy-paste like short reviews without any like value for the end user. So there is a brilliant team who works on this project. There are 3 of us, 3 co-founders and 10 team members. We are in crypto since 2017. We have quite solid background and experience, and we have a good traction with our previous projects. And with these projects, we are being accelerated by Brink, which is Animoca brands-backed accelerator. So we are on pre-seed stage. We are fundraising right now. Our target is 500,000. It's safe plus token warrant. And we are ready to onboard millions of users to reliable Web3 projects. Thank you all for attention, and let's chat.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's quite interesting, and timing is also perfect. So, Doruk, please, what do you think about this?
Yeah, thank you, Slava, for the great presentation. I think in one slide you said that dApp radar is too complicated for normies. I totally agree with that. Like for onboarding new users, especially for DeFi, it's really hard to find new products, new protocols, definitely. And also in the first or like second page, you said that the ecosystem is too fragmented and there are too many paid PR articles and the bribe influencers. I totally agree with that. So those are the really huge problem for the ecosystem. And I think with the easy dashboard, with the easy review dashboard, you can solve with this problem, with these problems. On the other hand, I think you for the monetization part, I think you can think grants program too. Like there are so many DeFi or like layer 1, layer 2's grants program too. Maybe you can think about to how can you participate those grants program. But in the end, I think the idea is great. Definitely, we need to have a like neutral review dashboard. So hopefully, like you will have a great journey to launch the Certified app. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you, Doruk. Thank you. Okay, now I want to ask Oliver's opinion on this pitch. So Oliver, feel free to share your ideas, for example, on the problem solution feed, something you mentioned in your introduction as well, or just, yeah, feel free to share your thoughts on it.
Sure, thank you. Hi, Slava. Good to meet you, and thanks very much for the pitch. I really like the concept. I think that safety in crypto and the Web3 space in general is a absolute priority at the moment, especially if we want to bring in a new wave of users. Of course, everyone is worried if you're not into crypto or never have bought into crypto or don't know which exchange to use or wallet to use, it's very hard to get started, especially with all the negative media, things like the FTX collapse. It's a scary place for a beginner, right? So I think this solves that problem very nicely, at least from the concepts that I've seen in this few minutes. I had a couple of questions just to dive a little bit deeper. I think Doruk touched on it. Could you just go back to the revenue model or monetization piece? Perfect. So is the sole method of earning revenue on this from companies paying for promotion? Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, this is like the main revenue source we are considering, but also we consider some kind of paid subscription for businesses, and we have a lot of different these paid features in mind, like the projects they will be able to share like more news about themselves among the like targeted audience. Also, projects will be able to like set up the incentivization reward pools to incentivize people to write the reviews about their projects, etc., etc. So we have quite a lot of different ideas, but the main one, the first one is here. Yes, so the projects they pay for promotions, and we redistribute this revenue among the content creators. Yeah. Sure. So it's just simplified slide.
Sure, that's fine. Just one comment on there, not to judge it in any way. Maybe just something to think about. Maybe you have this in more detail. I know it's a very quick pitch, but if the concept, from what I understand, is to provide a place for people to find. Let's say one example, it could be a use case. I'm a new crypto user. I want to find a safe wallet or exchange to use. So of course, I want to find someone that's reviewed well and has good, safety ratings, etc. When I just look at this in the basic format, so the projects pay for the promotion, do you have any kind of filtration or verification method for who is paying for this? Where I'm going with this is that if I just come in, I set up an exchange, for example, that's maybe not been vetted, I could just pay a large amount of money to someone like you for good promotion. I get a lot of new users, if you see where I'm going, but actually maybe my company is not very safe. So do you have any kind of vetting process, or for who is you are onboarding onto the platform and who is paying for this?
Yeah, so the idea is keep the platform as open as possible, and as decentralized as possible. So basically any project can be added to the platform. And actually, it's users and experts who is in charge of like evaluating like the safeness of the project. The promotion means if they pay for promotions, they doesn't pay like for positive reviews or to be in, high in rank, etc. They pay just for the like awareness among the targeted audience they want. But overall, but after all, they still have the rating, and this rating can be like manipulated anyhow with its paying services. So again, it's up to the experts on the platform and up to users. If the rating is high, that means the project is safe. And if project is being promoted and its rating is quite low, because like the users like and experts estimated as low, so yep, no one will use it. But they can still pay for the promotions. They can still be more visible, but everyone will see the real rating of them.
Okay, perfect. Good. That's a great answer. I just wanted to check because if I just look at just the slide, that's the first thing that comes to my mind is, okay, so anyone could pay for promotion, but maybe it's good to clarify that this is a neutral promotion. Like it will still depend on the positive reviews and negative reviews, and it's not just a case of anyone can just pay and get to the top of the list or something like this.
No, not like this. And answering your question, we also understand that from the beginning, we cannot like do everything in decentralized way. So of course, from the start, we begin with like some hands moderation and everything to like check the project ourselves. But the goal is to create the platform decentralized.
Perfect. And then my final piece is, could you just go, I think it was the last slide where you mentioned millions of users. Perfect. So yeah, a couple of questions and then a comment as well after that, maybe a piece of advice. So what's your target market here? I'm guessing your answer is probably going to be anyone that's interested in the Web3 space at all. But where I'm going with this is, you've said millions of users. The instant thing I would have as like a judge if you were coming to ask for investment would be, imagine I didn't know anything about the Web3 space. How many millions are we talking about? Is it a 1 million target market? Is it 100 million or 250 million? So do you have that kind of stuff prepared? I would say, like, what is the total audience and how much do you think you can capture of that in terms of a percentage?
Yeah, so answering for the first part of the question, this is like, honestly, this is just a clickbait to give you an idea that this tool is kind of a great tool to onboard like non-crypto users to crypto. We think that this is a good gateway. And answering the second question, yep, we are now preparing the detailed business like model and plan, and we're providing some kind of in-depth research on the market to get like the real numbers we can target. And it's not ready yet. It's going to be ready like in a week. So yep. That's in the process right now, because I don't want to just pick the random number. We want to provide the in-depth analysis. We just started with the project in June, so everything is in progress.
Sure. No, and again, it's not to be negative in any way, just something to be, even you don't even have to write necessarily the numbers there, but at least have the backup statistics for when, because certainly I would, if this was like on official judges panel, I would certainly ask that question. I think it goes back to the point of obviously you're very early stage now, but let's hope you scale and grow really big. And if, for example, a large company like say a Mastercard was looking to look at mergers and acquisitions or looking to buy you out or invest in the company, the first word, like if I look at our business and when we acquire companies, the first thing we look at is scalability, right? So great, you've got this project, it's earning X revenue. For a big company to come and buy that or a big investment, we're going to say, how can we take it from here to here? And that all comes down to scalability, right? So when I see, like, if I saw 1 million or 5 million users, it could be interesting if it's a niche business model. But if it was to say, right, we have, 1 billion target market here, we've already captured 10%. And with your help and by doing X, Y, and Z, we can capture 50% of this market, it becomes a lot more, appealing to look at, right? So I think not necessarily saying you have to put all these numbers there, but at least have them as backup for when somebody asks the question, so you can give a really good case and excite them, I guess, of how big the market is. And your project seems quite niche and unique in this space, and you could actually probably capture a large percentage of that market, right?
Yeah, sure. We all know that, in example, Binance says we have 250 million people. Like also we know that there are around 20 million of people who installed MetaMask. Yep. So the numbers are quite variable. And the interesting thing regarding the scalability, we think that this like open protocol, the review protocol with like this revenue sharing, can be easily implemented in other in other industries, not just to Web3, to Web2, to retail business as well. So this is something we explore as well. Because exactly, this is to provide the valuable reviews, etc. Yeah.
Of course, and that's why I think, like anyone, I think probably a lot of people on this call would probably know these kind of stats. But if you're talking to perhaps in the future, a VC company that may be interested, you've caught their eye because it's like a review site, and they could potentially onboard users to you or help out. I think some of these people may not be aware of the statistics in this space. So yeah, just a good talking point to have for the future. But no, overall, I think really, really good. I love the concept. I wouldn't even really advise to change anything necessarily in the pitch. It would just be to make sure you have the necessary things on the side. I'm sure you have a lot of them already, just ready to answer any kind of questions around those points. But yeah, overall, really, really good. Good job.
Thank you for the
Thank
feedback.
you. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you a lot. So the next speaker is Kafkas. Please share your ideas with Slava speech, please.
Sure. Actually, the Oliver also already mentioned it. That's what I am thinking about this project. But I would like also mention about some things when we are evaluating such kind of Web3 projects. First of all, we are looking as an exchange. We are looking as like the general checks, like the founder, the founding team. And as you know, some of the projects which is building on the Web3 area is also building by the anonymous people. So there is not any problem on this side. So the second one is vision. So this discussion also gave me some idea about the vision. So I will pass this part, but I will also have a question about the timing. I mean, each project and each product have to be some right time, the right time to exist. So I need to understand why now is the right time for this product to exist. I mean, this is a tall question to answer and can only be perfectly answered inside. So I would like to also hear your answer, Slava, about this question. Why right now? Why you are trying to improve? I mean, like release your product right now. Why you think is the correct time for release it?
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. Really good question. So basically, our current and I'd say previous project is Lifted.io, and this is a Web3 gaming platform. And on this platform, you can do a lot of things. You can trade gaming NFTs. You can explore different games. There are quests from the games, etc. So a lot of features on this platform. And we have conducted a lot of custom developments, and also we gained a lot of data with this platform. And we can see the main feature for the users of this platform is to explore new games. And then on the other side, the main feature which was being used by the projects is just to be listed on the platform, to be in some kind of catalog of the application. So these are the top 2 requests we've got from the B2C and B2B side. And that is how, based on all this data and experience, we decided that we can get this feature and then to extrapolate this feature to the whole Web3 market. Because, in example, when we're building only in Web3 gaming market, we are very dependent on the Web3 gaming market conditions. An example right now, all the gaming volumes are quite low, and yeah, we cannot do nothing before the good games come to the market. Good games which can really be played by the players. And so that's why we decided to make a step forward and to implement our experience to the whole Web3, not only to the specific niche.
Okay, yeah, that actually it was a pretty satisfying answer. So
thanks for the second part. Yes, sorry. We can see a lot of layer ones, solutions come into the space, and all of this new blockchains and layer ones. There are a lot of DeFi and other applications are being released, and it's getting more and more and more complicated for the newcomers or for the casual crypto users to just understand what it is all about. And a lot of ZK solutions and applications also come into the market. So all of us, we came to the crypto in 2015, 2017, etc. It was much more easier at that time, and we been through all this onboarding process through all these years, so we had time to understand everything. But right now, if you try to explain for some newcomer what DeFi is, what's the difference between blockchains, etc., it's mind-blowing. It's very hard to onboard right now. So that's why we think that this is the right time to have some kind of solution, some kind of Trustpilot or Google in Web3, so we can easily navigate there.
Got it. My second question is about your business plan, about the exchange, because as you know, all this kind of Web3 projects or all the other projects, I mean, in the end of the story, they want to be listed in some decentralized exchange or the centralized exchange. So do you have any business plan regarding this way? Like, okay, after the launch pad, we will try such kind of way to be listed, because when I check your deck, I didn't see any tokenomics about your project. Maybe you didn't include it, or I didn't see this more detail about your tokenomics. So I think it's also important part to get invested by the people. So what's your roadway on the listing in an exchange? Do you have any business plan about that?
Yeah, sure, I understand. Yeah, we have drafts of business plan, and as I explained on the answering the previous question, it's been like development, the more detailed business plan and the more detailed tokenomics as well. And regarding the token, we want to implement the token because it really will help us to make this whole revenue sharing model in a simple way. So we just have a token, we have buyers and sellers on the other side. We don't need to like build a lot of this cascade of the different smart contracts. But we don't want to be rushed with the token, because we understand that first of all, we need product market fit, we need the audience, we need first traction, etc. So we just start without the token, and then we're gonna announce the token, and then we want to conduct some kind of airdrop, like Blur did, like Layer 0 did, etc. So answering your question, yep, we have token and plans, and we are not in rush with the token. Like we think maybe in a year, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years, something like this, because we need to wait for the right market conditions, and we need to find the product market fit first.
Okay, thanks for your answer, because this is another important thing. That's why many projects die in the early stage, because they don't find the correct time to be moved in such kind of way. So it was really good answer. So thank you about your clarification. And that was the last one on my end. Thank you for the introduction.
Thank you for your questions.
Thank you, Kafka. Okay, so Kafka seems quite satisfied with the answers, which is great. Okay, guys, we're very short of time, but I really want to ask David's input here, because he's a great expert in marketing, in business development. So David, please share your thoughts.
Yeah, as we are very well, adopted to the community building processes in tons of the Web3 startups, I'm really interested to know about some few very important things. How you plan to avoid the fake reviews, the fake comments, fake stories on the platform? Because as you know, in crypto, it's not a big deal to fake everything except KYC. But KYC as well, if you're very well talented, you can do many things there. So how you plan to avoid the shilling except real reviews? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, sure. So there are a few layers of this Sybil resistance, Sybil protects. So first of all, to write the review, you need to sign up using your wallet. So we can like give you some, let's say, some initial reputation based on your wallet activity. Like we can understand how long you're in crypto, which applications did you use, like which, I don't know, volumes passed through your wallet, etc., etc. So all the statistics we have. And second, we're gonna have the reputation on the platform. And actually, this reputation is gonna be built based on the valuable of your reviews. And the value of these reviews are gonna to be evaluated by other people and other experts. And then the third level of this thing is like we call it experts for now. So there are two, let's say, groups of the users on the platform. First are just explorers and just casual users who maybe write some reviews, who mostly like explore the projects, etc. And second is experts. And if you write like enough of high quality reviews, you can become an expert, and then only expert get the rewards for the reviews. So I'd say there are like three layers of three security layers to avoid the fake reviews, etc. Yes, it's a long story short. I have like more details about each layer if you're interested.
Oh yeah, that's good. But how you plan it as well to acquire users in a long time? So I can agree that most of the project will ask their community to help with the reviews as well. But what is your model to acquire every month like 1,000 or 2,000 new users? Because these kind of social platforms are really depends from the LTV and from the user acquisition channel. They should be a very strong. And yeah, just want to know more about your marketing plan and marketing spends on that, because the token development, I mean, the price of the token development after the listing really different from the product development. Because like, okay, you can pump 10 times your token, but if the platform is non-usable by thousands of people every day, I mean, new people, so what's the plan?
Yes, sure. So again, we have two groups. Regarding the first group, the explorers. So now we're conducting like a big research, and also we're talking to a lot of guys who work on this kind of review platforms, like fiat review platforms. And we understand that the main source of the organic traffic is SEO. And SEO is the #1 top priority for us to gain more users through organic search, users who like looking for top wallets, top Web3 games, or etc. etc. Also, second part is content, educational content. In example, if you check Alchemy, the majority of the requests from users to get to the Alchemy is Alchemy Academy, and the same with Binance Academy, etc. So the educational content is very important, and with the and of course performance marketing and other tools. And regarding the second groups, the experts, we are not interested in like hundreds of thousands of people who write the reviews. We need like 100 or maybe 1,000 of like experts who write the reviews on a lot of different projects. So this is another story. This is not really so scalable. The thing here is to find like some kind of hardcore followers, hardcore experts who are ready to review like lots of projects. And this is like mostly the manual work, the community work, etc.
Okay, awesome. Slava, thank you very much. David, yeah, can we please move forward, because we're very short of time here.
Thank you.
I really hope that was sufficient. Slava, so how do you feel? Was it useful? Just a few thoughts.
I mean, this was great. Thank you very much for all the questions. Very valuable, and yeah, it's very useful. And thank you guys for the opportunity to pitch here, because it's always great to pitch in front of cool people and get some valuable feedback. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so while our second presenter is getting ready, we wanted to just say a few words about our upcoming bootcamp that we are organizing this September. Yeah, so further, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so for people who are coming right now, or you don't know about XFounders initiative, XFounders, it's a Web3 high school for early stage startups and founders. And our aim is to increase survival rate of the startups in modern condition and helping them to build sustainable business models in Web3. And the huge event we will make at 1st of September till 2nd of October this year in Antalya in Turkey. And we have a few slots for the startups. And it will be really great if you can join to XFounders Bootcamp and live 4 weeks with a lot of founders and with experts from our contributors from many different great Web3 companies. And we are token and equity free. We don't charge anything or any kind of success fee or things like that. Our founders just covering accommodation cost, and that's it for 2 people. So if you have a time for September, you can book a call with us and apply for participating in XFounders Bootcamp.
Yeah, so guys, we basically decided to design this fast track selection process because we also need to know you better. So if you're interested, please make sure to do it today. Just scan this QR code. You'll see a very short application form. We'll very briefly review all the documents regarding your project, make this pre-scoring, which is essential for us. And then if everything's good, we'll hop on a call with you already tomorrow, make the final decision, and hopefully see you with us this September in Antalya in Turkey for this amazing 4-week experience. So yeah, make sure to scan this QR code And now we are ready to hear what our second presenter has prepared for us. And I'm thrilled to introduce Ege with his project Crossify. Yeah, Ege, thank you very much for coming. Yeah, so Ege is building a cross-chain payment gateway, and the guys have made great progress in the last 6 months. And so let's hear what he has to say today.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ege. I've been here like 3 or 4 years since I joined the blockchain sector. So me and my team, we just built a cross-chain payment gateway for crypto payments to making easy for all blockchains and users. So problem is, traditional. Sorry, I need to. Yeah, okay. The problem is traditional payment processors are have some problems. Like both parties have different token preferences, and both sides are forced users to specific blockchains and tokens most of the time, and it costs extra time and gas fee to most of the time. And crypto payments require too many steps if you're not a power user, and how to use the making transaction on the different chains. So as a solution, we build a cross-chain payment gateway, and Crossify enables automated crypto transaction regardless of blockchains, and allows both parties to make payments with the token of their choice. We handling all kind of bridging and cross-chain swap operations seamlessly on the backend. And for now, we're working on 17 different chains now, and more to come. Like I said, without Crossify, it's a kind of complicated thing to moving your tokens to one chain to the another chain. So you need to know how to use AMM and bridging and doing all those complicated stuffs. But with Crossify, it's just on the one screen. When you're trying to receive, you just choose your chain, choose your token, and send your payment to your user or your friend. And they also seeing your payment link, choosing their chain and making their payments with the wishing tokens. So on the market size, it's a general product, so the countries accept crypto payments. It's crucial for us, and also total wallet holders are our one of the important clients area. So since we don't have a wallet, so we don't hold any money on us, so the users just came with their existing wallets and sign in and making their transactions. And so there's a really valuable market in here, and we think we getting some piece from it on our cross-chain features. And also there are some opportunities to on the hunger and the difficulties on the integration thing. So these are some research solutions about it. So in the business model, since we're a payment gateway, we just 1.5% transaction fee from each payment. And also we getting fees on the tailor-made integrations for complicated business model and non-EVM chains to integrate them. And also in the e-commerce side, we will receive App Store sales revenues too on the future. In the competition side, there's two sites like dPay, Coinbase, or the Binance Pay are the traditional payment solutions. And the other side, there's Swing, some of the bridge infrastructure providers. So as Crossify, we're merging the different type of products and making a hybrid product to using the force of the cross-chain interoperability and the traditional cryptocurrency payment systems. On the roadmap, we already finished our product and we finalized our tests. And now we just get our first grant from the Solana to integrate them, and the other chain integrations are on the road. And we're trying to getting first 500 users for now. And on the feature before this year end, we prepare our e-commerce plugins for the Shopify and the WooCommerce, that kind of marketplaces, and we trying to implement over 20 blockchain. And for the next year, we will build the on-ramp and off-ramp integration and making over payment providers and trying to get some solution for the potential credit card integrations. And as a team, me, Mehmet, and Doğa are the co-founders. Mehmet and Doğa is our tech heads. They are really developed so many things since there, and Doa is also a senior developer, and I myself, I'm a business developer, and also I'm really experienced with the hackathons all around the world. And are also helping us for the DevOps thing, and we have some freelance marketing members and also the designers. And we're already raising right now too, but it's a private round, and we're not clear with the numbers right now since our last updates. So when it's ready, we will touch you guys too. So that's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ege. Thank you. It was a very good pitch, very confident one. Okay, I want to ask Alex what he has to say about it, because I know that DeFi is something that AWS is now closely watching, let's say, in this current moment.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ege. It was a really, really good pitch. Not only AWS, but I'm myself ex-founder interacting with the DeFi space. So 100% agree with what you're trying to solve and with the existing problem. So congrats on that. Congrats also on the great presentation. If I may just take a little bit of step back, and I think this whole simplification goes very well with the high-level narrative that we're seeing nowadays in the Web3 space, including from Web3, which is how do we onboard the next 2 to 3 billion people? How do we hide the wires? How we simplify the access to this space? I will have a couple of questions on that if you are going a bit further in the simplification. But maybe one thing that one advice or good best practice that I see from other pitches in general is they have a strong section on the traction and progress that they've been having already, and that you have at least the beginning of a sort of how you'll be able to scale in the long term, whether it's through partnerships, targeted collaboration. Let me give you a couple of data, but in general, only 10% of the startups in the long run succeed, whether to IPO or reselling. 10%. Having said that, 90% survive year 1, 80% survive year 2, and even a majority of them survive year 5. I think it's around 55%. And the message here is, of course, alone you can go very fast, but if you want to go far, you have to go together. That's why this, I would say, showing the kind of partnership and collaboration that you already have and you implement and you're targeting is really, really crucial. The numbers say it's all, right? Most of the founders, they know how to go fast, but a very few know how to go far. And that's what the VCs and investors are also looking at in the presentation. And also that's why AWS will be very, very excited to partner with programs like Bootcamp. Those kind of programs are the foundation of the success that you're going to have in 3-5 years. The partnership that you're going to secure in 5, 6, 7 years that are going to enable you to go far are starting today with those kind of programs. So that's just a simple observation. Show your traction and how you're going to scale. A quick question in terms of simplification and going a bit further in onboarding the next 2 to 3 billion. How about everything around simplification of authentication? Web auth through email, maybe everything around the account abstraction. Do you still need a wallet with your keys? How about fiat integration? Would you be able to just pay in fiat and do nothing and it automatically, make the transaction in the chain? Do you have any thought around pushing a bit further this simplification?
Thanks for the feedbacks, by the way. Like for now, we just handle the middle of all kind of puzzles. We just handling the crypto to crypto payments for now and the transactions. But for the next year, we also trying to build on-ramp, off-ramp solution to the complicated to the flow, like the endless flow to the fiat to the crypto, then the crypto to fiat, with all the fully interoperable and fully decentralized. We're trying to manage that, and I believe this is the ultimate way to humanity will receive. There is no currency, no different token chain or different payment solutions and etc. we'll try to handling this. And about the scaling thing, like we trying to getting bigger with our partners, like we're making agreements with the chains and making B2B agreements for the like integrations. Like we're trying to be a PayPal of the crypto payment system. You know, we trying to make an option to the Crossify, and you can see every website is like purchase with Crossify. Like it will be an option for the next billion users coming from the Web2, and for the really making easy for the Web3 guys to making their transactions fully interoperable.
Great. I know we shot on time, and I will let the others also jump in. Very great answers. One thing also that I may add, I know you have this plugin that you're showing here. If you are also able to explain how it's very easy for any website, any dApps, any partner that you're going to target to integrate that plugin in the website, in the own application or website, that would be also very powerful. Demo, even I know now it's a time constraint, right? But even a 30-second demo sometimes is the most powerful thing that you can show. So just in general, an observation. I know now it was a time constraint, but yeah.
It's also live product. You can check on yourself, app.crossify.xyz. Like you can fully see everything in there.
Great, good to know. VCs, they receive 1,000 in average decks and pitch per year. So the more easiest, if you can show them even 15 seconds, 30 seconds, would always have more impact than if they have to go by themselves. But yeah, you already know that option.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. A very great presentation.
Yeah, me too.
Alex, thank you very much for your comments. Now I want to give the floor to Doruk, who must have to say something about this project. Doruk, please.
Thank you, Alina. Actually, the onboarding process for like DeFi protocol is a really hard thing, and basically the user experience is pretty hard. Like we cannot onboard new users easily, but with such products like Crossify, like cross chains, crypto payments, or any other onboarding on-ramp and off-ramp products, we can onboard like 1 billion users into crypto. And as Alex said, like the idea of an integration any site with Crossify, just with a script or something, I think that's a great idea. Definitely, it's like Shopify integration into like any platform for Crossify. Again, definitely, I think you should think about that. My question is, I think for this type of products, there is a huge competition. And for yourself, for your point of view, again, like what's your main competitive advantage to other crypto payments providers?
Thanks for the feedback and the question. Like for us, like I said, besides the traditional payment system, like our biggest feature is the making all those operations on the cross-chain side with like thousands of token pairs. And also we are using our own road system on the backend. So we're aggregating DEXs, aggregating bridges, basically aggregating everything to making the like most optional and like fastest option to making the transaction on the interoperable way. So I believe this is the like our main feature for in the payment gateway market. And I hope it will like require so many users for us with that kind of option, because we're just like getting canceled to the like different chain, different token options. Just pay whatever you want and they will receive whatever they want. And this is our like main goal.
I see. Cross chain functionality is one of the competitive advantages. I see.
Yeah,
and for
the like fastest and optimal solution, optimal transactions.
Yeah, aggregation also. Yeah, definitely. And for the revenue model, like, could you come back to that page? Yeah, for the main business model, I saw that the revenue model is transaction fee from each payment. But for the other revenue models, like, there is no specific
Percentage numbers.
yeah, percentage. Yeah. So that part, like, what, like, could you give more details about the business model? Because I think with only the transaction fee, do you think it will be enough, or like for the other options, like, what's the total addressable like revenue on that part?
Actually, we didn't like fully think about it yet, but on the App Store side, we have like don't have that much competitors like the Shopify store and the like WooCommerce store. There's some solutions in the WooCommerce, but there's like stable prices in here, like $70 or like $80 for one-time integration and those kind of things. We didn't fully calculated yet, but one of our biggest solution in the like really early startup, we're getting grants from the blockchains that we didn't integrate yet. So this is kind of helping us to survive for now. And also we are some features that escrow payments and the redirect payments, those kind of things, and those are we saying that they are the complicated business models because they're not just selling peer-to-peer t-shirts or like bottles or something. So in that kind of thing, there will be like different price lists, but like I said, we didn't calculate clearly yet. But there's several ways to getting money from our users, I believe.
Yeah, totally agree. And I think, like, from the business point of view, this model can, like, definitely will work. So yeah, I think that the idea is great. The team looks really great. So yeah, good luck with your journey. Hope you will have a huge success.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thanks for the
Thank you,
input.
Doruk. Yeah, thank you so much. And Matsuo, what do you think about this? Please share your thoughts.
It's actually kind of funny. I've met this team in my day job at Eva Labs, but to be completely honest, I think
Amazing.
yeah. I was checking. I have a Telegram group. You know Avni, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, yep. So personally, I think payments are just going to be something focused upon in general within the industry the next like 2 years, just because it is a low-hanging fruit. So as kind of a sector, I'm very bullish on payments. 2 questions I have. First being, how are you thinking of like on-ramping from non-dollar or non-euro denominated stable coins or other avenues? I know within like emerging markets, more specifically LATAM and Africa, that's kind of the biggest challenge. It's like finding safe on and off ramps. How are you guys thinking about that? And then second part of the question is like, what all payment flows are you guys incorporating for like Forex? I know you mentioned it, and it's funny, I actually pulled up your guys's light paper while you were pitching just because you sent it to me like a few weeks ago. And so just wondering that side of things as well. So
for the first question, yeah, it's a big problem actually, but there's so many on-ramp, off-ramp solution trying to get the reach of that goal. And this is, for now, this is not our responsibility to reach that, unfortunately. We just finished that when trying to scale it. But I believe since we are aggregating everything, we probably aggregating on-ramp and off-ramp solutions to getting the like most optimal way to making that transactions. And we also have some friends from the African, and some of the countries on the like biggest trades going on the cryptocurrencies because of the taxes. Like I believe it's the Ethiopia that I spoke with the guy. And they are handling those kind of things on a centralized exchange, and we are like meeting with them for like how can we integrate you guys with those kind of trades, and also we're trying to how do you say, like meeting with the on-ramp and off-ramp solutions for the providing better solutions for those kind of people. They need making their transactions on crypto. But yeah, it's a lack of our sector right now. And unfortunately, we don't have any solutions for that too, since we are not an on-ramp, off-ramp provider. But I believe it will be a good match with those kind of markets for making their trades. And also, can I get your second question again about like?
Yeah, it was more so just a general question about how you guys are incorporating Forex within your protocol. I know it's mentioned within your docs. And
Okay.
Just wanting to hear more about it.
Yeah, it's also one of our struggling because since we don't have a wallet right now and we are working with like existing wallet, you just log in and making your flow. We're trying to figure out how to do it, but for now there's nothing on our side to making your like Binance wallet to our products to the like for the other transactions. For now there's no solutions for that for our sites, but we're working on it because it's a really important thing and there's a really big volume in there, and we're trying to make a frictionless solution, and it's kind of friction for us and the crypto payment market solutions. But we have some solution called Crossify, since it's providing like more fast and healthy transactions on the cross-chain swap transactions, since there's like 2,000-3,000 seconds for the waiting on the making the bridge transactions or something. But we're handling those things with the another different smart contracts as a middleware. So I believe it will work on that kind of Forex on-ramp, off-ramp thing too, but we're just working on it.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's something I think it's important. Yeah, it's good to focus on the next like 6 months to a year, just because I think holistically as an industry that'll just continue to grow. And to be honest, there's a lot of efficiencies that Forex on chain can drive, especially being able to trade them 24/7 versus just during stereotypical traditional finance hours, that sort of thing. So
yeah, I agree. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Ege, that was a very good answer indeed. Okay, guys, we have really a couple more minutes, and I want to ask Kafkas to intervene here, because I mean, the question to the previous presenter was about the right timing for the idea. So please feel free to share your recommendations, your thoughts on how to improve Ege's pitch.
Okay, then let's this time just ask the same question to the why you think this is the real or the exact time to exist your project, release your project, because I already hear your answers from the other experts about their questions, and it's quite satisfying. But I agree, by the way, on the Doruk, on the business model, because it looks like a little bit less information on this deck. So that will be great if you can include more details about your business plan, business model. But let's say the question is why you think this is the correct time to release your project.
Okay, I was prepared for that. That was a good question. So on the Europe, payment is mostly a regulative thing. On the classic market, if you want to try to make a credit card or something, you're just going to the payment provider and agreeing with the all legal stuff. If they have a license, you can do everything on in the licensed countries. So on Europe, you already know the MiCA is going now, and it's like they approved the things and the regulations coming. And even in the Turkey, it's forbidden now making payments with the cryptocurrencies. But like most of the biggest bank, like Garanti, starting to making some wallets products. And making the trades for like stable tokens and something. So after the MiCA is approved, also Turkey is starting to making that kind of regulation preparations. So we believe, and also the account abstraction is going like really well now, and they're trying to taking to the next step than the wallets. So probably they will come to our side because the wallets are like more user friendly, and it's very good for the mass adoption for now. It's improving. And with all those kind of ecosystem improvements, regulations, and the good stuff with the legal sides, I think like payment time is coming. So that's why we prepare ourselves in the most interoperable way. So that's why we believe it's a really good time to develop that kind of product.
So as far as I understand, regulation is one of the most important things. That's why you chose this time to release your product. And the second hand, I think you're also building your project in the Turkey based, right? So the Turkey, the regulation station also important for you to release this project, because I also agree with you. Probably the Turkey government will follow the MiCA. After the MiCA release it, they will also try to follow the same, maybe the same rules, the same laws. So maybe it will also be effective on this part. So the last question is that, so you don't care anything about the prices, like the market condition, like the Bitcoin or the other things is not the big deal for you, right? So you only care the regulations to find the correct time to release your project.
Market is every time like affecting our business every time, but since like so many people getting their revenues from the like cryptocurrencies, and they're trying to making fiat currencies to like getting their, I don't know, to paying their rents or something, but they also using as a like stable token and getting their fees on stable tokens. So it's affecting us, yes, but actually isn't no, because if there is a like improvements like that, if there's a solutions like that in the market, they can just directly use their stable tokens to getting trades and everything. And also the before question, we are not the Turkish oriented company, but Turkey was I think the one of the like desperate country for all the regulation side. And even if they going to the positive in that way, then it will be like, because we're the last one following those kind of updates, you know. So that's why it's a like really good sign for us, really good green light for us.
I agree totally. Okay, thanks for your introduction, and I hope your journey will be really good for you. It looks like a really good project. So after this call, if you have any also question or would like to share anything with me, you can also contact with me directly.
Okay, thanks so much. Thanks.
Well, amazing synergy here, Kafkas. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, again, we hope that was helpful, especially as a lead up to the bootcamp, where we'll work on it more closely and in more detail. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's make probably a short coffee break. Right, so for the do we have to say something else about the camp? Like, I mean, we can talk about it for ages actually, because this is something we're really putting the entire soul into, especially in this moment. Yeah, so guys, already in 3 weeks basically, so very short of time here, we will meet up to 30 ambitious founders in our offline experience in Antalya. So we'll be living in one hotel for the entire 4-week experience, with all the experts that are coming to share their knowledge, to network with you, to give you specific insights. So, I mean, just imagine how much value you already got today at this event, and then just multiply it many, many times. and you'll get the effect of our bootcamp in September. So as I already said, we created this fast track process. So if you want to talk about the bootcamp with us on a call already tomorrow, please scan this QR code. We'll be happy to kick off the selection process for you. This is about us. And I mean, all these amazing people that we are joined by today will be contributing to our educational program. So I just want to ask David, for example, who will be one of our marketing leads in the camp. David, like, what value do you plan to bring to our founders?
Look, the main value, I guess, will be in some knowledge that we can share after to have some like 6-year experience in the market. Because from my personal point of view, one of the biggest problems to the Web3 and the crypto space is exactly into the marketing, because the market is really highly manipulated by some mentions and some personalities. So just a simple example I can provide right now. If some of the projects will have in next 30 minutes tweet from someone like a CZ, it will mean immediately success. But it is not about the classic, business and marketing campaigns, which need to be structured. And after so many years, we see what's the crazy amount of funds spent on the business development and marketing and sales with no result in the end. And that's only the thing that we will just try to repair, try to advise some right strategies, right tactics, and we will definitely give some practical cases. It's not just a type of the info business. No, it should be some real workshops and the real cases which need to be used in almost every startup in the Web3 space.
Awesome. Yeah, David, thank you very much. That would be about like marketing and community building, but also we'll be covering, for example, blockchain and protocols, so that our projects can choose their strategic infrastructure or probably add something on top of the existing product. We'll cover all legal considerations, tokenomics, essentially. So it's going to be a very full immersion experience. And yeah, guys, so if you're interested, please come and join. We're still receiving applications, which we will be closing by the end of this week. So yeah, rush to join us in Turkey. Further, so what's next? Are we ready to move forward to our third startup today?
For sure, pitch number 3, it's CoinSender and co-founder Vadim, token distribution and management platform. Please go ahead and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and nice to be here. Just a moment, let me share the pitch here. Okay, can you see my pitch deck? Is it?
Yeah, it's all good. So the floor is yours. You have 3 minutes.
All right, perfect. Let's go. So, as you probably mentioned, my name is Vadim, and I'm with the team that builds CoinSender, which is a token distribution and management platform. Generally, we help businesses pay salaries in crypto. For enterprise market domain, we automate crypto and fiat accounting, while for Web3, we provide key features like multi-address transaction of tokens and NFTs, recurrent payments, coins and NFTs, no code creation, and way more. Just a simple example of what we help with, average 1,000 employees crypto payroll takes about 100 hours and $6,000 in service fee, while with CoinSender, you can do the same thing in 3 minutes, so about $3 cost. I believe that's amazing. Speaking about our use cases, we don't only cover enterprise accounting and crypto payroll and token drops, as was just mentioned, but we also cover NFT batch transactions for game guilds participants, affiliate marketing payouts, distribution of NFT events and POAPs, and much more, actually. Covering both Web2 and Web3 domains demands, CoinSender is best of both worlds, bringing advantage and power of blockchain to solve regular accounting problems for businesses at any scale, which I believe makes us unique. The product is divided in two platforms. The first one is for Web3 users, which operates on commission basis and aims at decentralized features. It works now and generates growing income. While at the same time, for traditional enterprise accounting, we're building advanced features that are available on subscription basis. And it's a longer-term goal that we are recently working on. Speaking of the traction, now we hold amazing metrics, like we reached top 5 on DAppRadar and Quest, and we've reached over 300,000 on-chain transactions in total. We gained numerous Web3 partnerships, which I'll talk about later. And speaking of the future, one of our key achievements we are aiming at is release an SAP store. This is a large extension application shop for users of #1 enterprise management solution called SAP, which we only integrate with it with one single step, and it integrates us with 400,000 SAP clients from the enterprise accounting domain that process payroll on a regular basis, which I believe a great perspective of the project. As of now, speaking of our partners, we're lucky enough to have trusted partners, accelerators, grantors, and just great friends in a Web3 world who are supporting and using CoinSender application. Those you can see in the first two lines, while in the following line, you can see our potential clients we're aiming at partnering in the future in the long run. When it comes to the team of the project, behind the project, we have a mother company, Megadev, which you can see behind me. We are IT consulting provider for Web2 enterprises, as well as technical integrator for numerous blockchain, polygons, protocols, decentralized applications, and others. And we have the strongest BD team with extensive network in global enterprise and blockchain markets in both, including big names like Ernst & Young, Deloitte, Accenture, Polygon, Oasis, a lot of great entities we're in touch with. While at the same time, the technical team is also amazing. A lot of our engineers are technical advisors and consultants for external blockchain protocols and infrastructure projects that we support as a software development team. And the marketing team is just as amazing as the rest of the team, working with 400 ambassadors network and constantly connecting with community and growth leaders and their teams of our partner blockchain foundations that are supported on CoinSender, which are over 30, and the numbers constantly grow. So, yep, generally that's it. I would be excited to answer your questions and always open for a friendly chat. So thanks for having me, and I'm happy to take it on.
Thank you, Vadim. So the time to give a time for Tugrul. Please share your thoughts with us.
Excuse me?
Hey, I mean, yeah. Thanks for the introduction. I have to say that I love the structure and the business plan. So simple and easy to understand your, let's say, project. And, I agree with you, the token management system needs to be simple to use and deliver, real-time results. And, let's be honest, not every business can or wants to deal with, complex and data-intensive products, to be honest. And, but, I was wondering that, how much guys you are looking for, or you are looking for some, investment for your project, or at this stage, you don't need any investment?
Yeah, we're looking, so closer to the end of the year, we are planning an investment round. Now we are kind of at the pre-seed fund. We are supported a lot by grants and accelerations we go through. At the same time, our mother company holds the main spendings, because obviously we're building in a down season and it requires a lot of effort. So that's where we are at the moment, closer to the end of the year. The planned evaluation is 15 million, and we're about to raise from 2 to 2.5 million in equity and tokens, mostly in equity.
Yeah, it's also true. I mean, you should choose the equity. Given the Web3 market, Web3 market is experiencing a pretty big shakeup. VCs are very specific in what they are looking for in Web3 startups. Basically they would expect to see experienced team, who have been involved with building, running of 3 projects, or especially for your project. And I mean, you should speak with the data investors. After the meeting, if you're interested, I can also connect with you with some data investors in MENA region. So I mean, if you can reach out to me after the meeting, we can discuss further with on the investment front. So yeah, thank you.
100%. Will do. Thank you very much. That's great to know.
Thanks a lot. Nice. Sounds really good. We have a few deals already on our pitch hours.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So, David, what do you have to say about the Vadim's project?
Look, my main question here, you guys know, I think that you're not the first in this type of market industry, because no, at least I know like the few projects which are helping with token distributions and so on. What's the, yeah, it is exactly. And here is not the full list, I guess, because some guys are also there. Few of them launched without any token sale. I mean, without any raising campaigns. They launched just with as a product, like soft as a service solution, and they're trying to be focused on the B2B sales. So how you think you will work with the competition between them? Because why I'm asking, because in a crypto space, when you become listed somewhere, you or invested by or funded by someone, you immediately come to the triangle of problems. It's how I'm naming that. It means time, inflation, and your project turnover. And these three angles, you always bump into each other and trying to make them wider, but they trying to, you know, be closer and closer to you until they collapse the project at all. Do you have any plan like that, how to work in this direction? Because it's really a challenge. And yeah, I'm super excited to know what you think about this.
Great question, and let me bring some clarification. So first of all, as mentioned when I was speaking about the team, and that's probably where we get key advantage with this question in particular, we are already a part of big network of our clients, partners, and these are either blockchain and global consulting and enterprise sector industry companies, IT and non-IT and clients maybe. And we already have great references, great connections, which are helping us at the moment already and are going to help us more. Now about launching from like with the existing competition and without, for example, investments, right? I'm pretty sure that we bring a kind of exclusive thing, mainly bringing Web3 power into the Web2 world, onboarding users. And one of the key points there, based on the network we already have, that was also mentioned, the partnership with such great enterprises like SAP, which is enterprise sector software, which is we already talking about the potential integration with, as well as Oracle, Salesforce, some other connections, some other global consulting companies help us finding what is the most painful problem that we can solve with what we have and with the easiest way to get there. So I believe that's how we win, and that's only a matter of time. And obviously investments will speed that up and just help expanding the team currently, which we already do. So pretty much that's how I see it.
Okay. The best of luck, you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, let's stay optimistic. I mean, there's so many opportunities out there. Okay, Matt, would you share your recommendations for Vadim?
Yeah. So I guess first off, great pitch. Second off, I guess, how are you guys thinking of like chain strategy? I know within the deck you guys had like 150 contracts and 30 chains supported. I think that might be hard. Yeah, there it is. 35 networks. Yeah. So are you kind of scoping out? Go on.
Yeah.
You already have 35 networks supported?
Yes. We have some of most of them are EVM, obviously, but we are also holding some of great non-EVM networks on the latest release we are preparing and will be soon out. One of them is Aptos, for example. For EVM, it's everything pretty much. We got Avalanche, we got Polygon, we got Oasis, we got BNB, Ethereum, obviously. So yeah, that's kind of how it looks.
Mm-hmm. And how have traction been on those networks? I think sometimes when teams diversify too much into chains, it's hard to really gain communities within each chain specifically, rather than starting with like, I don't know, 3 to 5 supported networks. Has things gone smoothly within those 35 networks? Do you guys have a good bit of traction, that sort of thing?
I would say we have strategy at that point. All these partnerships are helping us themselves. For example, we are with the most open for partnership blockchain entities who we talk to. We arrange common quests and airdrops. For example, one of the latest things we did with Aurora, which is EVM solution with Near, and we reached 100,000 transactions, and there was same top 5 on Quest and in Dapper, and that's pretty much how we try to stay active. I'm pretty sure that on a downside of the market, the best thing you can do is connect, network. Also, we open for customization. So some of our ecosystems need some additional features for paying their, let's say, stakers, or some of them. One of our partners now talking about mining payout by lists, and there are some additional custom features we try to build for them. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're doing our best to bring a value to all networks we deliver, or at least make our users introduced to new networks, to also maybe finding some solution like some gasless transaction or something that other chains don't have. We kind of trying to become a natural basis of competition for networks, some long-term perspective, obviously.
Are you guys using like relayer addresses and relayer contracts for those gasless transactions, or is that kind of in the ideation phase?
It's not on our side. It's decided on each blockchain side. For example, we got Scale as one of our EVM integrated blockchains where we deployed, and they have their own system for gasless, but it's like we don't deal with that. We just integrate and give users availability for batch transactions, creation, NFTs, and other things I mentioned.
Mm-hmm. So like, okay, so if like a network is either doing it themselves or working with someone like a Biconomy or Gelato to incorporate gasless transactions, you would essentially like work with those networks or teams to incorporate them within your platform. Okay.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Yeah. Anyways, great presentation, and thank you for your time.
Thanks so much for great comments.
Thanks, Matthew. Okay, so do we have any more questions from our experts? Guys, we still have some time, we do, so please feel free. Yeah, or probably Vadim, if you want to hear some specific recommendations, also feel free to share your thoughts.
I'm not sure. I would be more happy to answer the questions. The most information I was trying to, squeeze down and put it into the pitch deck, which we just saw. But yeah, we very much appreciate any kind of advisory, because with the software development and IT, we've been in the market for a while, and with supporting other startups in blockchain as well. But building our own product it's been a challenge. Obviously, it's been very much interesting. I'm pretty sure we're going pretty successfully. But any kind of advice, any kind of external vision or idea of which else value is close to what we're already bringing and we can add it to CoinSender, I would be very much happy and open to conversation.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Ammar, I can see you there. If you want to, share your
thank you a lot for these 3 projects. It was amazing pitch, all of them. I have a question for project. Tell me please about your traction. I see the traction in the second quarter. But what is the monthly or weekly growing of traction? Can you open information about that?
I'll be honest here. We started early, and we released publicly early in the end of February this year. So I wouldn't say there is kind of long-term traction to analyze. These are our current achievements that I'll be direct here. I can brag about. I guess that's very cool. I guess the things that we have here, and I think that's kind of what we achieved in less than a half a year, having nothing before that and releasing the platform. Obviously, it took some time to build MVP version, and we did some updates, but high level, that's how it looks.
Good. I mean, do you see the growth of traction by monthly, for example, in this six maybe months? If you start in February.
Absolutely, but I'm also seeing great correlation between our activities and the growth. So we are not at the stage where the project grows by itself. Obviously, we are startup, and the best thing that helps our growth and keeping the traction level high and appreciated, right? Our key point here is keeping active in terms of public activities and communities, as I mentioned. For example, we do constant AMAs, we do constant quests and airdrops, common announcements. Also being integrators for some of our partners, we try to find a way to make useful integrations and do announcements about that. Obviously, we have 400 plus ambassadors network, which is also helpful at the point of bringing traction, bringing activities, and you know, push it forward. But I believe that the great time for actually estimation of the activity will be when the market turns, because that's when everybody jumps into crypto, and like some positive things we will be able to see either there or after the next downfall, when we are already a project that's big and it's how it's going on a downfall being big. It's kind of indicative part, I would say.
Good. Thanks for your answer. It will be a pleasure to continue the conversation with you after. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Vadim. I hope that you heard what you wanted to hear. You got some insights from our distinguished panel of experts. Guys, I think it's high time we wrapped it up. Yeah, it's been an amazing 1 hour and a half. And basically, I'm now just reading the comments in the chat. So we had people watching us from Europe, from India, from Brazil, from UAE, basically from all over the world, guys. And this is amazing. This is really a fantastic opportunity that we believe we are bringing to founders of our community, because as further said at the very beginning, feedback is something that is really lacking in the market. And even during this event, we continued receiving applications for further pitch hours. Further, let's just share the QR code once again so that our new community members can know how to apply for our future events of this type, which we plan to organize on a regular basis. So guys, please do not hesitate. And I mean, once again, we are always available for a call to provide any details about what we're doing at XFounders. So please feel free to reach out to us on LinkedIn, on Telegram, on Twitter. And thank you very much for this amazing evening full of insights and important knowledge. Yeah, further, and thank you very much for hosting this event. It was a pleasure working with you.
Thank you so much. It was a great pleasure to talk with you all. And thank you for your contribution to Web3 world. And let's make something great together. Thank you.
We will, sure. Absolutely. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Wishing you all a great day or evening, wherever you are. And yeah, we keep in touch. We see you next time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.